Hi guys, Rideshare PA here today. Just like to welcome everybody to the channel. As always, if this is your and if you like what we're talking about, please feel free to hit the like button. Welcome guys, how's everybody doing today? Rideshare PA here. Hi Mako. Alright guys, today I want to talk about something I got last night, or actually Friday night. I did a bunch of Uber Eats deliveries. Probably about 8 or 9 of them, and all of them went fine except for one. I went to deliver the food, actually no, 2, sorry. I went to deliver the food and nobody showed up, okay? Usually Fridays and Saturday nights when I do deliveries, it's I live in a college town, so there's 2 big colleges in town, and usually the people order food when they're drunk, and by the time I get there, they pass out and fall asleep. So I had one delivery last night. The guy ordered a milkshake. I think it was 2 double cheeseburgers and a fry, and he fell asleep. And I went to get it, and got there. Yeah, Mako, it's funny. It's hilarious because then I get free food. If you haven't checked out that live stream, feel free to. It's the last live stream I did. It's like a picture of a burger, me holding up a burger. So it was from McDonald's, not the greatest, but anyway. So I waited 8 minutes like Uber makes you, and then I left. And I ended up getting free food. So the very last one that I had, I forget what the guy got because I didn't look at it, but I get to his house. I literally wait like probably 10 minutes, and I go to leave. I cancel the order. Okay, I go to leave, and as I'm leaving, the guy walks out of the door, and here it wasn't even him. It was the one of his friends, I guess, or whatever. He asked me, he said, "Are you here for so and so?" And I said, "Yes, but I already canceled the order." And he's like, "Well, do you still have the food?" I said, "Yeah." So I gave him the food. Okay, no big deal, whatever. So it showed that I canceled the order, but he got his food anyway. So I called Uber and I went to tell them that, and I get an email this morning. It's my thumbnail. If you look at it, it says final notice, something along the lines of, "We see that you haven't made a few of your delivery trips, or your recent delivery trips." How the am I supposed to make a delivery trip if the person is passed out or sleeping? Like, do they not understand this? Like, they don't care. It's just so ridiculous. They want to keep people on. This just goes to show you right now that these companies, even though, like, I will say, I love driving, I love meeting new people, I love doing deliveries. Like, I actually like doing this job to make the extra money that I need. How's it going, Trevor? I love doing this job to make the extra money that I need, or that I want. But it just goes to show you that these companies really don't give a crap about their drivers. All they care about is their riders. How's it going, Beaner? When I'm gonna deliver pizzas. Yep, you can do that. You can deliver whatever the hell you want. Trevor, I have a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week there. I do Uber and Lyft on the side, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays when I have time. How's it going, guys? Welcome everybody to the channel. So yeah, I do all my stuff on the weekends. Sometimes during the week, if I have a free day or a free morning when I get off and I want to go drive, I go drive. Right now I'm just driving home. Alright, like I asked before, guys, anybody that's new to the channel or wants to, when you come in, if I'm doing a live chat, let me know if you're a rider or a driver. And if so, let me know what market you're in, just so I know what your experience is, because it's nice to know Then if somebody's from a certain area that I like talking about, for instance, California, with over there with AB5, things like that. Um, Harry, I mean, you see things in the news and stuff go crazy, but those are like really limited cases, especially mine. As long as you follow. What's up, Preston? How's it going, buddy? Um, as long as you guys follow the going out to you, buddy. Make sure that's your Trevor, or not Trevor. Who was that said about Mako? So Mako, this one out to you. If you're doing delivery, hey sexy, how's it going? So again, if Mako, if you're scared doing Uber, what I'd recommend, like I said, if you do want to do it, just you always keep your doors locked, always keep your windows up. Pretty good. Praying for your family as always. I did this morning. Hopefully they're doing well. Yeah, you just need to keep your doors locked, keep your windows up. When you get to a location where you're supposed to pick somebody up, roll your window down just far enough so they can hear you. Always make sure that you ask them what their drivers. These are things that I sometimes forget to do and to do. Well, Trevor. Yes, Trevor. To your last answer, Rideshare PA does mean that I am in PA. I am in Philadelphia and the surrounding markets, as well as Lancaster, PA. I currently live between Philly and Lancaster. Just so you know, guys, when you guys all asked a bunch of questions, it's hard for me to answer, so I'm just trying to answer in the orders they are. Trevor, what part of PA do you live in, bro? Hi, Sexy. Hi, Preston. Nice to have you guys back in the mix. Okay, Mako. Take care, bud. Trevor, if you ever are in my area and you get an Uber driver, it might be me. Sexy, no, I did not. I do not know where to buy that. Otherwise, I would. That's awesome. How's everybody's Sunday going? Trevor, what's the name of your city? Because you might be surprised how close I live. Like I said, my current market is Lancaster, PA, and Philly. Yellow jacket. All right, I'll have to look at that. Is that coming many different, like for different phones? But yes, in my market, like I said, in my market, most of my deliveries are either McDonald's. I've done deliveries for Five Guys, IHOP. What else? Some different bars, bar food. Trying to think what else. Five Guys. I think I did one or two for Applebee's. Can't remember. There's been a few, but I'd say 8 out of 10 of them are always McDonald's. I don't know why people crave McDonald's at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Probably because it's one of the only places that are open. So, but yeah, guys. Deliveries can sometimes be a pain in the ass. I usually don't do them unless regular Uber is not hitting. Cumberland. Okay. So you're north of Philly, not west. Right? I'm not looking at a map. What's up, John Lowe? So to anybody else that's new to the channel, like I said, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, smash the bell, smash the like. You know the drill. Okay. Yeah, I've driven up in that area sometimes, but not often. It's usually if I have to take somebody that way. Um, Trevor, right now I am sitting in my car talking to you lovely people. Um, I just got done driving a little bit. I usually on Sundays, if I have time, um, I like to drive usually between like a 7 a.m. and 2, usually for like the church scene, taking people to church and stuff sometimes. Taking people mostly to like the grocery stores and stuff to get their groceries and stuff for the week, things like that. It's some Sundays it pays off, some Sundays it doesn't. But I'm headed home right now. I'm parked close to my house, and I'll be going to bed very shortly because I have to be at my current job, my full-time job, tonight by 11. I work third shift. It's my full-time job. So, favorite food place? For what, deliveries or in general? Yes, this is going back to what I say about hustling. Anybody that wants to make it in this job or in life in general, you have to have just a high school diploma. If you never graduated high school, or if you went to college and became a lawyer or a doctor or any of that, you gotta hustle your ass off to make it in this world, right, guys? You gotta, just like Pizza Hut or McDonald's, that kind of stuff. My favorite place to eat would be like Red Robin or any type of burger joint. Yes, but I currently have lots of bills too, so I got to pay. Again, any person that wants to make it in this world, like I was just saying before, I don't care if you never graduated high school, you graduated high school, you went to college, whatever. More money you have, usually the more debt you have, or the more problems you have. So in the end of the day, it's all about the hustle, guys. You put the work in, you get the money, right? Um, Currently in my situation, I have debts that need paid. Why did you get that notice? Okay, um, so I don't know how to pronounce that name, and if I screw it up, I'm sorry. Stonish 83. We were talking about basically deliveries. If you go to make a delivery and the person isn't there, Uber gives you about 8 or 10 minutes, and then you can cancel the ride. So that's what I did on 2 of my rides last night. I had to wait literally almost 10 minutes, and the person never showed up, so I didn't deliver it. So I waited, and they never showed up. So I canceled it, and apparently I got some stupid notice saying that I wasn't there or whatever. Maybe because one of the customers said that they were there and I wasn't, or something stupid. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I got it. Yes, I did. I called. So you for Uber Eats, you actually have to call the customer before it gives you the 8-minute timer. So I called. I picked. Like nobody picked up the phone. The one, it actually went to voicemail because the phone number or whatever didn't work, or I don't know. Um, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't really care. Like I said before, guys, I do Uber Eats as a backup for when Uber's not busy. So it's no big deal. Um, if they decide to say something about it, I guess I'll just have to call them and take care of it. I don't know. Who knows? No, I didn't get in trouble. They just sent me a stupid email. Email. It was a notice on. It was a notice on the. So yeah, what I was saying before, you gotta hustle to work, guys. I'll throw this out there right now. If anybody wants to watch a really good video on hustling, go check out the bearded guy. He's also on YouTube. If no one's ever heard of him, I don't know how, because he's pretty famous. But it's called the bearded Uber guy. He basically talks about hustling. You gotta work your ass off. It doesn't matter what job you do. If this is your first warning, you'll be fine. Exactly. But anyway, if you check him out on YouTube, it's bearded Uber guy. But anyway, he has a video talking about how hustling. No, I didn't answer any calls. I'm here. How's it going, King of Beats? Um, it's just simple work ethic, guys. The harder you work in life, the more money you get, or the better you do your job. Most of the times, the better your life will be. Okay. The 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 more time that you put into something, the more you will get out of it. Okay. So I don't understand, and their earnings and stuff, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, some days they're gonna suck. That's for sure. Some days. Let me drive somewhere else, guys. The harder you practice it, or the harder you work at it, and the better you get at it, that's just the name of the game. Okay, people all over, especially 70 week. I don't even understand. All right, so I'm not gonna be able to read for a little bit because I'm driving, guys. But I will definitely answer your questions once I get to where I'm going. Um. Oh yeah, seatbelt. So, like I said, there's people, and this is why AB5 took place. Okay. Um. If anybody's not sure what AB5 is, I'm not going to go over it again because I've done it once or twice already. I did a video about it, and I did a couple of live streams already about it. And there's a bunch of other YouTubers out there that did a bunch of live streams about it. So if you're not familiar with it, just Google AB5 and feel free to read. But this is why that bill took a pass in California. Hi, Harry Potter. Give me a second. I'll go over that because most people in here heard about it already. Yeah, just Google it, King. Basically, I'll just say it real quick. It's a bill in California that is getting passed. Basically, that is going to legislate Uber and Lyfts. So yeah, just Google it, and I'm sure you'll be able to read and see what it's about. But you have people in California, in my opinion, that drive for Uber and Lyft that either don't know their market, don't know how to basically figure out where their hotspots are in their area. Either that or they're just lazy. What's up, dude? And they want to be an employee instead of an independent contractor. Okay, and I don't know about anybody else, but most people in this area and most people that do Uber and Lyft like the fact that they can pick their own hours. They like being independent contractors, and they like the way the system works as it is. So a few people in California decided to get together and make this stupid bill, and I don't know how the hell they did it, but so it's passing. See you, Harry Potter. So basically, yeah, free money. Exactly. They just want a handout, okay? Everybody in this world wants a damn handout, and it's pitiful. Nobody wants to actually work for their fucking money. So anyway, if you're brand new, exactly. Look what's happening in New York right now. If anybody doesn't know what's happening in New York right now, and you do drive for Uber and Lyft, like my word of advice for you guys, if anybody does drive, you can check out Dustin his driving page, the Bearded Uber Guy, Rideshare Revolution. All of us talk about this stuff, but there's things that you need to actually, like, it's your job. Whether you want to call this a job, a gig, a side hustle, whatever the hell you want to call it, the fact of the matter is you make money doing it, right? So you don't want to be sideswiped or caught off guard when they in turn around and make this, when there's issues with it, okay? Thank you, Harry Potter. But like I said, guys, don't hate navigate New York City drivers. He's a driver in New York, has all information every morning, live 3 platforms. Exactly. So you need to check, like, don't think that stuff going on in California or stuff going on in New York City is not going to affect you, because eventually some states might see this as, and I'm just going to, some states might see this and be like, oh, that's a really good idea, let's do that. Hold on, I'm answering a text, guys. Okay. So, like, the stuff that's going on in New York City right now with Uber and Lyft, and the stuff that's going on in California, I would really, if you're a driver, I would pay close attention to it, because sooner or later, it might not be right away, but sooner or later it could affect you. Pretty much. New York is its own beast, though, guys. Just remember that, because New York City has to deal, especially in the 5 boroughs and in Manhattan, they have to deal with the Taxi Limousine Commission, the TLC as it's called. So they have their own problems there. But AB5 is a whole different story. It's always Uber versus Lyft versus taxis. I personally could see, and don't quote me on this, but I could personally see Uber and Lyft one day just merging. I don't know why. I feel that they could. They both have positive and negative things about them, and it sucks because right now the rideshare industry is really I don't want to say struggling, but they're always trying to beat each other. Okay, Uber and Lyft, in my opinion, are really great companies to work for. I like working for both of them. In my market, I believe Uber, I make, shit, what was it last time? 92 cents a mile. And Lyft, I may think it's 88 cents a mile. King of Beats, I mainly use Uber. However, when Uber is slow, if I am not picking up anything, then I have Lyft. I drive for both. Okay, I drive for both. I use Uber and Lyft, okay? I would recommend any single person out there that does rideshare, if you want to make a good amount of money, drive for both while you still can, okay? I have Uber and Lyft. I drive for both. When I start my day out, I turn Uber on. I wait about 5 minutes or so, and if I don't get a ping, then I turn Lyft on, okay? And I will drive under both services until I get a ping for the other one. I have an Android phone, so it allows me to run 2 screens at one time on my phone. If you do not know how to do that, go back into my older videos. I have a video that shows you how to do that. So that way you can run 2 screens on your phone at the same time. But, yeah, I would always recommend that you run both services. Uber, Lyft, Apex, Concierge, Rideshare, 4 apps, Mississippi, Gulf Coast Market. Exactly. Run as many apps as you can. I signed up for Postmates a little bit ago. I didn't get my stuff in the mail yet, but I will be shortly. So I'll be doing that at some point. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm just going to try it and see. But it's always about hustling. When I'm in Philly, usually I go to Philly every other weekend or so. If I don't have plans, I'll leave here around... No, I signed up for DoorDash, but I never really did it. And I can't get back in now. I don't know why it won't let me. I think they closed off my market. But when I signed up for... crap, what was I talking about? Yeah. I mean, I also have something I might recommend too sometimes is... Oh yeah, what I was talking about, Philly. When I go down to Philly on a weekend, I'll leave where I live at like 7 or 8 in the morning on a Friday. See you, Donnie. When I drive for my... I'm sorry, guys. I keep reading people in the live chat, and I keep getting confused. So, on Fridays when I go to Philly, I'll leave where I live around 7 a.m. I'll get down to Philly around 9, okay? And when I do this, I drive usually from like 9 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon so I can check into my hotel. I'll go back to my hotel. I'll get about 4 hours of sleep, so I'll sleep till about 7. And then I'll go back out and I'll work from like 7 p.m. usually about till 3 or 4 a.m. Saturday morning. I don't think I've ever had anybody try to scam me. I mean, the only problem that I've ever, literally, I think can tell you, out of all the rides that I've ever had, which is probably close to around 12 or 1300, I'd have to go back and look on both my apps. The only problem I've ever had was that guy trying to rob me with a gun. That's the only problem I've ever had. I do want to do a video about people's doing scams, because I came across something on, I think it was Facebook. It showed a picture of something, but I'm not sure if I want to actually do it or not, because the basic picture is like a flyer that people were handing out at colleges on how to get away with free rides. Yeah, sexy, at some point I will have to go to court for that. Most likely. Unless they plead guilty, which is probably not going to happen. But yeah, most likely I will have to. So yeah. Not something I'm looking forward to, because it's a waste of my time. But I got to do what I got to do. So. Anybody that's in the room, do you want to talk about that? I'll feel free to talk about it. I haven't talked about it in a while, but... Yes, both people are currently caught and currently in jail. Yes, sexy, but you know how the court system works. So yeah, guys, what's everybody doing this Sunday? Like I said, I want to do a video about scams, since somebody brought up scams. There's so many different things people can do. They can say so many different things. They could say that your car was dirty, blah, blah, blah. But there's a flyer that came out that I saw on, I think it was Facebook, and I took a picture of it so I could do a video about it. And I'll probably do it. I don't know if I want to, just for the simple fact that people can then watch the video and be like, "Oh, these are great ways to get free rides. Let's use that and whatever." So, sorry to hear that, guy. Really sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, it's a part of life. I know that. It just sucks. Um, so, but yeah, I've heard so many different stories about scams. The one scam again that I think, like, I got, like, if you look at the thumbnail, it says about um what I said about deliveries. That guy probably woke up and was like, "Well, where the hell's my food at?" And then he put something on Uber saying that his delivery driver never showed up. And who's Uber gonna side with? The person that's paying them or the person that they're paying? It sucks because in my mind they're gonna go with the person that's paying them and not the person that they're paying. They always do. They always go for the rider, not the driver. So it's just the way it is, and it pisses me off because I get an email saying that I'm not going to, basically that's my final notice or some crap like that, when it's like, really? Like, I can't help the person fell asleep. I'm not going to wait around there for whatever. Hell, I knocked on the guy. It said door service. I called. I told the guy I'm in my car and I can't find parking. He said, "I'll be right out," or whatever. I said, "Okay, I'll be there in a couple minutes," because I knew where it was. And I get there and I wait and I wait and I wait and no one answers. I get out and I actually walk to the door, rang on the doorbell. Nobody answered. So I left and I got myself a free milkshake, a bacon double cheeseburger, and an order of fries. And then I wake up and I get an email saying it's my final notice because I supposedly have something to do with not enough deliveries, or I don't know what the hell exactly said. I read part of it. I didn't read the whole thing. But yeah, it's stupid. So yeah, guys. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about. If you're delivering, just make sure that you're calling your passenger. King, the wait time for Uber is 5 minutes. Yes, it will give you a 2-minute time, and then it will charge the driver or the rider 3 minutes for waiting. And if they're not there within 3 minutes, then you can cancel. However, that's Uber. That's not Uber Eats. Uber Eats, you have to physically call the person. If you do not get a hold of them, or they answer and you say, "Yes, I'm waiting, blah, blah, blah." After you call them and they either answer or don't answer, then it will give you a timer for 8 minutes. And after that 8-minute timer, then it will ask you if the guy is still there. Something else, I forget exactly. I'm sorry. It will ask you along the lines of, have you delivered your food or not? If you say no, or if you want to cancel it, then it will simply tell you that, okay, you will still get paid for your delivery. Please go ahead and throw your food away. Well, like I said before, in plenty of these delivery videos I've done, no one ever throws the food away. I mean, I'm not going to throw free food away. I don't know who would. Anybody answer that? If you're a delivery fee, whoever's in the room right now, if you're doing the delivery and the guy doesn't answer, are you going to throw free food away, or are you going to eat it? I mean, everybody I know is always, they're going to eat it. Okay, it's free food. I think I got paid like $7 or $8 for that delivery. And I got free food. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was delivering to a college. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was delivering to one of the colleges. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. And they got 2 big bags of food from McDonald's. Okay? Now, I didn't touch the food at all until I got home, because just in case they called me back and wanted their food, I could take it back and deliver it to them. But I ended up not delivering it. They never called me back. But I got home and I opened it up on the live stream, and I literally had 10 double cheeseburgers, 10 chicken sandwiches, and 2 fries, 2 large fries. Exactly, I did. You know what happened with that food? When I got home, I ate 2 double cheeseburgers because I was hungry, okay? The next day, when I got home, my dad had a cheeseburger. Then for lunch, I had food for my kids. Like, I didn't pay for food. I stuck it in the fridge, I let it go, and I had food for like, I had lunch for like 2 or 3 days. I just ate a cheeseburger and a cheeseburger there, chicken sandwich there. Like, sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to feel bad for these people that order food and they're so fucking drunk that they fall asleep. If you guys fall asleep, that's your fault. Okay? Any of my normal subscribers that are in here, I just want to bring it up too. I'm not begging for money under any means. I did open up super chats now. So if for some reason you feel that you want to donate to the channel or whatever, feel free to do a super chat. I will definitely mention you and thank you. I try to do it on all the live streams that I have, just so that way people can show their appreciation, and I really do appreciate it. As of right now, all the money that I get from the super chats, I'm probably going to use to fix my door. So, unfortunately, right now with. Hold on, guys, I'm parking. It was under Lyft. Unfortunately, Lyft's deductible for anything is $2,500, and I think Uber's is actually more. I think it's $3,500. So me fixing my door, even if I would get a brand new door, is cheaper than that, so it wouldn't work. So what's gonna happen with that, guys, is I actually got this in the mail. Let me see if I can show it to you. Right here. Let me see if I can block out anything. So this right here is what I got. District. Alright, guys, like I said, that would basically allow me to get my door fixed. What I need to do is I need to go to my normal. I have one person I go to for body work, so I'm going to go to him and get an estimate, and then I put the estimate in with the court system, and then they're the ones that basically they pay for it, and then they charge the person that did the damage, which would be the guy that was in the back seat of the car, because his actions were what led up to my door hitting the telephone pole. Me driving off because of his actions led to my car door being smashed in. So that's how that works. It sucks that I have to go through that. Luckily, my door wasn't damaged to the point where it can't open or close. Because if it couldn't open or close, then I wouldn't be able to drive for Uber or Lyft. I'd have to get it fixed before that. So yeah. People fake the number. So what is this? Use the app, put the toppings you want, click on a cart, and check out to pay with. King of Beats, what are you talking about? How do you make fake orders? Yeah, exactly. I work for them. I would also tell you to put phone number. People would fake the number. They try to call. There's a lot of different ways you can do that. So, going back to scams, do you guys want to talk about scams for a little bit? Sexy and King, since you're the only two in here. Oh, my beard's starting to itch. I'm growing it out, guys. I made the decision. I'm growing it out. But it's itchy. It gets itchy. So scams. There was a piece of paper that I came across on Facebook. I'm gonna do a video about it because drivers in general need to know. You becoming Rick Ross? No. I just want to grow it out. I've never grown it out really, really long. But anyway, There was a paper that came out that I saw on Facebook. It said, basically it was a college kid, I guess, that came out with this and started passing it around his college. It said something along the lines of, here, let me see if I can actually, I'm going to see if I can so I'm going to do my double screen thing on my phone quick and see if I can read this. Oh, excuse me. See if I can read this word for word. I still have you guys. The bearded Jonah Hill. I'll take that as a compliment. Alright. Alright, guys. So here's what this says. It says, get free rides by putting your Uber and Lyft drivers on blast. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. If I'm too close to my phone, I'm sorry. But I need to be able to read this. Alright, so first things first, number one. This says, okay, look at my pick. What's wrong with my pick? It looks like the bearded Jonah Hill. Okay, oh my god. Alright, so this picture I found that I'm going to use on this next video that I'm doing, it's called, it says how to get free rides by putting your Uber and Lyft drivers on blast. The first things first, it always says rate your driver 1 star. There's no reason why you should ever rate your driver 1 star, because depending on what your market is, you're never going to get, if you rate your driver 1 star, you're never going to get that driver again, okay? And if you do that enough times, 2 things are going to happen. 1, you're eventually going to run out of drivers to drive you around and you're going to have to walk. Have fun with that. And number 2, if Uber sees that you're rating people 1 star all the time, they're gonna be like, well, wait, what's wrong with this? And then it'll come back on you. So you should never do that. Number 2, it says always comment the car smelled, the driver was reckless, he speeded, and he ran a red light. Okay? Again, why would you put somebody's life in jeopardy? Why would you, like the people that drive for Uber and Lyft, we do this for a couple reasons. We do it because we either want the extra money, or we enjoy it. Okay? So why would you waste somebody's livelihood on that? But all these things, it says, make sure they, what's it say? Make sure they don't have a dash cam, because they can hit you back and have you cut. So it specifically says if you see they have a dash cam, don't do this. Like, it's ridiculous. If you have trash, put your trash on the seat or floor, take a picture of it, and then send it to Uber and tell them that this is the driver's car. Okay? Tell them the driver talked religion or politics and offended you even after you asked them to stop. Tell them that the driver smelled horrible and could not speak English. Tell them that the driver took you out of the way and went the wrong directions, even after you told him to follow the app's directions, so you get your money back. And the very last one, it says, use a friend's account and have them show that they never took you on the ride because you never left campus. Okay? And that's how I know that a college kid wrote this up, because number 8 specifically says, use a friend's Lyft or Uber account, have them show that they never took you on the ride because you never left campus. It specifically states campus. So some college kid thinks he's smart, wrote this up, okay? And when he wrote it up, he specifically put in their campus. So, how's everybody doing? We got more people in the channel. Exactly. So these are ways that if you are in a college town, look out for this stuff. This is another reason why pretty much every single every single rideshare person that does YouTube to always have a dash cam, right? Without a dash cam, the people that did the stuff to me would not be sitting in jail right now. Okay? Without a dash cam, all the footage that you guys watch on YouTube with like all the bad things that happen to drivers sometimes, that stuff wouldn't be there because a lot of it's dash cam footage, okay? Cams are there to protect you and your passengers. All right, guys? So any driver or rider in here, or I'm sorry, any drivers that are in here, if you do not have a dash cam, okay, go to one of my earlier videos, and in the description there is a dash cam. There is a link in there for Amazon for the dash cam that I got. I'll show you right here. Okay, that's the dash cam I have. If you can't see it, try to get it. Right there it is. Okay, it works pretty well. You can go on Amazon at any price point, depending on what you want, and get a dash cam. Okay, it's there to protect you. That simple. It is there to protect you. If you have a rude driver, or I'm sorry, if you have a rude rider, and they try to claim anything on you, you have dash cam footage to prove that it never happened, okay? If you have like 5 or 6 people, I'm sorry, 5 or 6. If you do XL and you have 5 or 6 people, or if you do X and you have 4, you're going to have maybe 2 couples, right? Something like that. Or a whole group of girls. I had one time, I had 4 girls in my car, okay? I dropped the 3 that were off in the back at one location, and the one that was sitting in front, I dropped her off at a different location, and she never got in the back because I'm not going to make her get in the back. Like, it was a 5-minute ride. It would be pointless, okay? But what would happen if she called up Uber and after I dropped her off said that I touched her, or I made her feel uncomfortable, or for some reason or another I was hitting on her, and or like, say for instance, I have my hand where my clutch is right down here, okay, and say it slipped and she says I tried to touch her knee or something like that, you know what I mean? I made unapprentice whatever on her. Those things, that's why you need a dash cam, because my dash cam records everything that happens in my car. And if I get an alert like that and Uber tries to put my account on hold while they research it, guess what I'll do? I'll get on my dash cam, I'll download the footage, and I'll send it to Uber and say, no, that never happened. Here's the footage. You have proof that it did not happen. What's he say? I'm not living life. How's it going, bud? Appreciate you coming to the channel. I'm not worried about scammers or robbers. I'm alert and aware all the time by nature. Exactly. You need to be. I also have Vanture. Yes, Vantures are awesome. I would recommend anybody, if you have the extra money, get a Vanture Pro. Most of them definitely have nighttime, and they also, some of them even have GPS, so it can track you. Central Valley, California. Anybody new to the channel, like I said before, since this is going on almost an hour now and I haven't said it recently, if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet already done so. Also, if you have not done so, please feel free to ding the bell so you know when I go live. Sexy, I know she has done that because every single time I go live, she usually joins the discussion if she doesn't miss it. So thank you, Sexy, for being a loyal, I guess I could say loyal follower. I appreciate it. I hope your family is doing great. By the way, I know you were going through some tough times. I did pray for you this morning when I went to church, so hopefully everything's going well. We'll be posting a vlog soon. Living life. Let me know when you do. I will join it, and I will definitely share it. Okay, guys. Uber and Lyft, like I said, living life. If you want to check out some good YouTube videos, if you haven't already, I would say Dustin is Driving is my number one choice. Me, of course. Let's see who else. Rideshare Revolution, he's another good one. The bearded Uber guy, his name's Marvin. He's a great one. But a lot of them guys have really good advice on how to make money with Uber and Lyft. I would definitely recommend, though, Living Life. Since you're new, I will tell you this. If you live near an airport, drive between the hours of 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. Afternoon between the hours of like 3 and 7. And Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, try to get out like anytime between 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. The bar scene, either taking people to the bar, taking people back home from the bar, the nightlife, things like that. But it all goes back to your market, okay? You have to learn your market. So, like I'll say, Living Life, after driving for about a month, maybe a month and a half, you should know your market well enough. If you need to grab a like notepad and write down some of the bars and places that you pick a lot of people up, do that. So that way you can look at the times that you're picking people up from these bars and stuff. And then you can start to be like, okay, well, I know Tuesday. Like if you see a regular or consistent thing, like you're driving on Tuesday and every Tuesday at like 5 or 6 o'clock, you get a big crowd going to this bar. Okay, so you know that this bar on Tuesdays between this time and this time is usually popular. Okay, things like that will get you more money. Okay, you need to think of this not necessarily as a side hustle, even though it is, but more than just a side hustle. Okay, if you really want to make money, you got to think of it as a business. Okay, the second you think of it more like a business than a side hustle is the second that you're going to start seeing your business grow. Can anybody tell me, do you see how many people are in the live chat? Because I'm only showing 4. Sexy, I know I hate drunk people in my car too. However, that's usually when I get very busy nights. And for the most part, those are the people that actually are very fun and actually tip me really well. Like I said, guys, I have a Play Octopus tablet right back here. I haven't shown it off for a while, but there's my tablet. And they love it. So, if anybody doesn't know what that is or is available to get it, I will put a link in the description below that talks about the Play Octopus tablet. You can literally use my referral code. Go on there and see if you're eligible to get it in your market. And if you are, your passengers can have fun with it. Yes, my kids do love my car. My daughter, seriously, always in that seat to play the tablet. All right, guys, I'm going to get going soon. Like I said, I have to go to bed to go to work later. So does anybody have any questions real quick before I leave? Sexy, yes, my kids love my car. There's always something. I can connect my phone via Bluetooth like most cars. So I'll play YouTube videos and stuff for them, things like that. King of Beats. Yes, it is still sunny. However, unfortunately, I work third shift at my job. So I work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., which is good because I get off early enough in the morning to be able to drive in the morning for a couple hours when I want to. So I have to sleep before I go to work. Been listening a lot. Great information. Donnie, no problem, buddy. Again, guys, if anybody has any questions, concerns, if you have any good videos that you want to send me, in pretty much all of my videos, my email It's in the description below. It's matt3584@yahoo.com. Okay. So yes, like I said, living life. Dustin is driving is a good one. You can watch all of my videos. It gives you ideas of what to do in certain situations. The bearded Uber guy. Any of those videos. What city is this? Can't wake up early. No, I can't wake up early. Like I said, I work third shift, so. But yeah, guys. Jonah Hill, he has your beard. Okay, well. Anyway, Scott Alderson, I am out of Philly, but I also do my surrounding areas in Philly. I do not live in Philly. I am close enough to it, though. No clue, sexy legs. I honestly haven't checked. I don't care. It's no big deal. So, I think he did put my original video link in the description, so it's no big deal. Alright, guys, but like I said, if anybody has any questions about Uber or Lyft, feel free to email me, and if I can answer them for you, I will. If anybody has any video or content they want to send me or direct me to, again, my email is always in the link in the description below, as well as every single other side hustle I do on top of Uber and Lyft. So feel free to check those out if you want to make extra cash. Like I said, I have like 3 or 4 other side hustles I do on top of Uber and Lyft. And the good thing with those is I do them in my car. The tablet is one side hustle. I make extra money on that. Living life. You can basically, if you go on Google Play Store, you can download a app that will let you blur it out. Or when you upload it to YouTube, YouTube will give you the option. There's a way to do it. I personally know how to do it, but I can't explain it really. It's not super easy, but there's ways to go about doing it. The easiest way I would recommend is you can download an app on your phone. You basically upload the video to that app, and then you can go in and like pick out what part would be blurred. That's what I did for my original video. That's why it screwed up a little bit. Yeah. Living life, if you want to send me that video, I will gladly use it, and I will send you a link. I will send you I will basically put your channel in the link if you want to let me use it. It's up to you. But like I said, guys, I got to get going. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. I hope if you are a football fan that your team won. If they did not, sorry. They must be the Eagles. Just kidding. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend. Sexy, I hope your family's doing great. And I hope everybody takes care. All right, guys. Like I said, I gotta get going. So for this edition of, I guess I'm gonna change this to the Sunday live show because it went on for almost an hour. All right. Peace.